will get to the line that you said about in the documentary, which I think was the best. Like it capsulated everything, and I think you may have seen the clip where I mentioned that, where you said there's an unfortunate term in wrestling that you become a mark for your own gimmick, and I was like, that tells the whole story of the documentary.
That's where I saw you. You said that online.
I did, yes.
Yes, that's why I was so familiar with it. Because I watched that.
I
I
appreciate
took
that.
that as a compliment. Thank you, by the way.
No, I
But
would.
it is a sad thing. It's a sad thing, like becoming a mark for your own gimmick. It's often said in a funny way, like Dick the Bruiser, towards the end of his life, he had guns in every room of his house because he still thought he was a heel and people were going to come through the windows and try to attack him, and nobody really cared about who he was anymore. But that's
Yeah.
kind of sad. It's kind of sad that your definition of yourself is predicated on a myth. And you're so lost in that character, it's impacting your life, and you're not really able to move forward. And I think nobody could be the Hulk Hogan superhero. Everyone's a human being.
Yeah.
And I understand why Terry Bollea became caught up in that myth, because he and I had discussed this. You see him with these, disabled children, and kids would literally get up from their wheelchairs like it was a miracle. Now it was in the moment, and it was adrenaline fueling them, and it's not like they were suddenly able to walk. But when you're having that effect on people, you can't really think of yourself as a mortal after that. And that obviously was going to that became damaging later on. He was a father, he was a husband, and and he was just a regular guy who was grieving his brother. And he wasn't able to, like Jimmy Hart has a great line that Hulk Hogan's children had to share him with all the children of the world.
Yeah.
And that impacts your family. And so you're a mark for your own gimmick. And it's not, yes, Hulk Hogan loved to tell tall tales, and maybe he liked playing Hulk Hogan too much, but other people make you that too. If you're a rock star or you're Hulk Hogan and you say dumb things and you're surrounded by people who say everything you do is okay, well, there's nobody to check you and say, hey, that sounded a little bit racist, man. Maybe you shouldn't be saying that. Because you know what? Everybody has to check their own racism. We all have it inside of us. And we need to, grow and say, boy, maybe this was the stuff I accepted when I was a kid, but this isn't cool. And this hurts people's feelings. And, it doesn't reflect well on me. And he wasn't able to do that.